A very happy new year from BHBN Radio Sport, and this is Jamie Davies coming from a very cold Old Trafford on New Year's Day between Manchester United and Aston Villa in the Premier League, and it's an 8 o'clock kickoff, so it's a late one tonight, and this is our commentary highlights from the Premier League clash. And let's go through the team news, shall we? So let's start off with the Villains, who got a convincing draw at Stamford Bridge earlier this week at Chelsea, a 1-1 draw that was, and they've only made the one change under Dean Smith, and that is because Hals, the number 30 centre-back, has gone back on the bench to be replaced by Tyrone Mings, the centre-back, after he, of course, had to serve a one-match suspension. So at the moment, Aston Villa's lineup looks to be like this. So a 4-2-3-1 formation we expect. Up front will be Ollie Watkins. The three behind will be Al Ghazi from left to right, and Grealish in the middle with Traore on the right. And then two behind of Louise and McGinn. And then the defenders from left to right, Target, Tyrone Mings, Konsa and Cash as the right back, with Martinez in between the sticks. And the substitutes are Heaton, the second goalkeeper, Taylor, Hourihane, Nakamba, Goldbert, Al-Mohammadi, Hawes, Davis and Ramsey. And with Manchester United, so they've made 4 changes from their late winner here against Wolverhampton Wanderers earlier this week, and that's because Edison Cavani, to start off with, has had to miss this game and will have to miss the next 2, so a 3-match ban in total after accepting a misconduct charge relating to a social media post back in November, while defender Victor Lindelof, who missed the win over Wolves, will miss this game as well because of a back problem. So we believe that they're doing a 4-1-2-1-2 formation. The players who are starting instead of the ones that played against Wolves are Anthony Martial, Fred, Luke Shaw and Scott McTominay. So that's Tejes, Matic, Greenwood and, as mentioned before, Cavani coming off. So that's 4 changes, with De Gea in between the sticks, and from left to right, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Bailly and Shaw in defence, with Fred just up in front, and then 2 up front with Pogba and McTominay, then Fernandes in front of them to create that diamond in midfield, and then the 2 up front from left to right is Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial. And the substitutes for Solskjaer tonight is Henderson, the second goalkeeper, Juan Mata, Mason Greenwood, Jesse Lingard, Daniel James, Alex Tejes, Nemanja Matic, Van der Beek and Twanzebe. So that is the starting lineups for both teams tonight. Here we go then. So can Aston Villa cause an upset tonight, because last time they actually beat Man United in the Premier League was back in November 2009, and it was at this place when Gabriel Agbonlahor headed in the only goal of the game. Fernandes chips the ball forward to Pogba on the edge of the penalty area. Pogba surrounded, and all he had to do was play it back to Fernandes. And now Fred, it's a great ball into Fernandes, unmarked in the box, crosses it in, it's a good save by Martinez. Back to Pogba though, first chance already. Fernandes now with Pogba, and it's blocked, and Rashford can't get there to the end to take the shot, and the ball goes out the penalty area. Wan-Bissaka tries to win it back, and it looks as though it'll be a goal kick at the end for Villa. But already within the first minute or so, United already at the face of goal. Can't doubt Fernandes with his ability this season, especially the year he's had in 2020. It's quite incredible what he's done in the short time he's been there. He's been directly involved in 32 goals in 29 Premier League appearances. And here he is now as he puts the ball through to Martial. Martial looks for the shot, and it's a well good save by Martinez. It was on target. He was looking for the roof of the net, and Martinez with his right hand punched the ball out behind for the first corner of the game to Man United. And for the third goal kick, it'll be Martinez booting it out instead of playing it short, despite the options he had. And it does pick out Grealish on the far side on the right wing. He's waiting for a couple of Villa players to come into the box. The cross comes in from Cash. Picks out McGinn with the volley. Oh, and De Gea had to go down and make the save. And it will go behind for a corner. And that was a great chance from McGinn there. And it was a great cross by Grealish, and then McGinn getting to the end of it, and De Gea did well to get down and make the save. Now Rashford, and he picks out Wan-Bissaka in the penalty area through to Pogba, and instead he'll leave it for Fred to shoot. Oh, and it's just gone over the crossbar. No deflection on the way, and it'll go for a goal kick for Villa. But Pogba maybe he could have taken the kick. Instead, he let it roll behind him for Fred to shoot, and Fred puts his hands to his face and is clearly gutted to have missed that chance. He rarely scores for United, but it would have been some goal if that had found the back of the net. Villa looked for that first goal. Instead, Pogba again does well to intercept. It's with Rashford on the halfway line, and Luiz has fallen over. I'm not sure if there was any contact against him, but Rashford might actually go on his own here. Can he go for a goal? No, it's blocked by Mings. The ball rolls back to Fred now. Fernandes on the edge of the penalty, and Pogba with the shot. Oh, and it's wide at the end, and it goes behind for a goal kick. But it was Fernandes on the edge of the penalty area, and Pogba completely unmarked, but he just couldn't do his usual signature curl into the bottom corner with his shot there, and it was actually quite a few yards wide. Goalless so far. Two teams that are only separated by 4 points after 15 games in this season. Oh, and it's a good ball from Maguire to Luke Shaw if he's not offside, and he's not on the far side now with Fernandes. He'll go for the goal. Oh, and instead it looked as though it went a bit wide past the near post, and it's a goal kick for Villa. But Fernandes, well, from our angle, it looked as though he was going to go for the top corner of the net, and he wouldn't put it past the Portuguese midfielder after the season he has had so far. Traore goes down, and the referee, Michael Oliver, just outside the penalty area. It is going to be a free kick for Villa in a dangerous area, and it was very close to being in the penalty area there, but instead it will be a free kick. Let's look back. It was Traore up against Luke Shaw. He got past Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw had his hands to him, and then he fell down just outside the box. It's a two-man wall of Fernandes and Martial to cover the far post. Traore takes the free kick, and oh my word, that was terrible. It goes over the crossbar, miles over. I'm not even sure if that was supposed to be a cross or a shot at goal, because it was nowhere near the target at the end. And, well, David De Gea will be delighted with that. And it stays at goalless with 7 minutes to go. Now Rashford, incredible awareness to pick out Wan-Bissaka on the run on the right wing, makes the cross in. Martial scores with the header, and it's a great goal for United. It's Wan-Bissaka who gets the assist, and Martial puts in the opening goal of the game just seconds before the 40th minute, and Manchester United take the lead here at Old Trafford. And it's Anthony Martial who puts them ahead. It was a great cross-in from Wan-Bissaka to pick out Martial with the header on the near post. And it was Rashford who started the attack with his great awareness, seeing Wan-Bissaka on the run down the right wing. And then the cross was significant, and Martial with a fantastic finish. And it's Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 0 here on BHBN Sport. It will be half-time according to Michael Oliver, which is actually 10 seconds before we reach the 47th minute, but either way, that's what it is at half time as the United and Villa players head back to the tunnel. It is Manchester United who have the advantage in the first game in the new year. It's Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 0, thanks to Anthony Martial, his goal on the 40th minute. A free kick here, about 35 yards out on the right hand side, and it looks to be either Grealish or Traore to take this. And it looks though it will be a cross into the penalty area to find any of the Villa players. And Grealish will take the free kick. Pogba headers it away. The set pieces from Villa have not been the best so far in this game. They haven't been that much threatening in the air. Now with Rashford, flicks it through to Martial on the run on the left-hand side. Now Martial, Pogba and Fernandes on the run across the field. Now with Rashford, he keeps it in play. Oh, and it actually had to be saved by Martinez. It nearly crept into the near post, but Martinez covers the post at the end, and I think everyone expected him to cross it, but Rashford instead might have nearly tricked the goalkeeper there to make it 2-0, but it remains 1-0 to the Reds after 49 minutes. Now here come Villa again with Grealish on the edge of the penalty area on the left-hand side up against Wan-Bissaka. Brings the cross in, and Ollie Watkins with a header. Oh, and De Gea with a great save. He flicks the ball over the crossbar, and it was going in, and De Gea does very well in the air to keep it at 1-0 for United. It's a corner to Villa. Grealish, and there he is again. It's a good pass through by Traore, past Fred and Fernandes, and now with Grealish now through to Watkins, and now with a shot on goal, and it just goes over the crossbar, and it looked as though it was a shot there from Al Ghazi. Missed the target, but he was very close. He drilled it with a half volley over the target, and it's going to be a goal kick for United, but it was a good attack there by Villa and a fast-paced attack. It has been a very interesting game between the two sides so far. Now with Rashford on the edge of the penalty, he goes on his own and he'll go for goal. Oh, it's a good save by Martinez at the end. He went on his own in between so many Villa players, and he went on his own and tried to find the corner of the net, but this time not so lucky. It was nearly as close as that goal he scored against Wolves earlier this week when he went on his own, but that took a deflection to get the winning goal on the final moments of that game. Meanwhile, it's going to be a free kick for Villa. And El Ghazi tried to take it quickly, but Wan-Bissaka was in the way of it. And here they go now. Villa with the free kick with Grealish on his own in the left-hand side, and he plays it on to Traore, surely, and he does score. And there's the equaliser from Aston Villa. And Villa catch United off guard, and Villa make it 1-1, and it's Traore who scores completely on his own in the penalty area. The ball coming in from Grealish. And Villa, wow, they've been, as I've been saying, they've been knocking on United's door, and they find themselves back level with Manchester United after 57 minutes. It's Man United 1, Aston Villa 1. So Luke Shaw with the throw, and he picks out Pogba, and he might go, oh, and he goes down, surely, and Mike Harver points to the spot, and it will be a penalty kick for Manchester United. There was no doubt from our angle. Pogba taken down from behind from what looked to be Douglas Luiz, and it was only a few seconds ago that Villa had equalised, and all of a sudden they could find themselves behind again. Now Bruno Fernandes, he's taken 15 and scored 14 so far, and he scores again. And Fernandes puts Manchester United ahead yet again. It's 2-1 after 60 minutes. He picked the bottom left corner of the net. Martinez went the right way, but he couldn't keep it out. Couldn't get his fingertips to it. And Fernandes puts Man United ahead, and yet again he's involved in another goal. It's just a typical day for Bruno Fernandes in a Manchester United shirt. Man United 2, Aston Villa 1. McGinn wins the ball well. Grealish, he goes down, and referee says play on as United win the possession back. It's now with Fernandes. Now to Martial. As he runs into the penalty area, he might go for goal, and Martinez makes the save. It was approaching the roof of the net. It was a good chance there for Martial, but yet again Martinez with a good save to keep it at 2-1 to United. And now it's with Traore, the goal scorer for Villa, and he does a good run through again past Shaw and Fernandes, and he gets the ball off Fred, and he keeps the run going. He's done very well. He's on the midway point of United's half now with El Ghazi going in for a goal, and goes with a low drive, and De Gea had to make the save. And it was a good save at the end. He went up against Wan-Bissaka and Fred, and he goes for the drive. And as I said, the form was there. And Rashford on the other end nearly gets past Martinez, but he was offside. It was a good ball from Pogba, but from the first go, you could tell he was offside. Now with Ollie Watkins on the left-hand side, as he cuts in and then picks out Luiz. Then Luiz looks to the right-hand side of Grealish. Grealish with the cross in, and there's a header from Watkins. Oh, and it just misses the far post. And that was a dangerous moment for Villa. They nearly found themselves with an equaliser. It was a good cross in by Grealish yet again. What a threat he brings into the penalty area with his deliveries. Goes behind for a goal kick to United, but it stays at 2-1. Quarter of an hour to go. Luke Shaw with the corner kick on the near side. Headed away by Tyrone Mings. Fernandes intercepts on the edge of the penalty, and he goes for goal. Oh, what a save. It's a driven shot against Martinez, and Martinez with his left hand keeps the ball out. It hits the crossbar after it goes out for a goal kick, and it's another fine save by Martinez. What a signing he has been so far for Villa since they got him from Arsenal back in the summer. Grealish again with a corner. I think this might be their 9th corner of the game, and here he comes then. He plays it across onto Cash. Cash will go for goal. Oh, and it's a good save by De Gea. It was on target, and it nearly went in, and it's gone behind for a corner. And Villa so close from getting an equaliser. De Gea had to stretch out for it and make sure the ball didn't find the top corner of the net. What a strike that was from Cash. And there's about 20 seconds remaining of stoppage time. Can Villa find that equaliser? It's now or never for Villa. Short thrown by Watkins onto Grealish. Now back to Watkins to bring the cross in. It's now with Davies. Oh, and Davies goes for it. It's a great block by Bailly. It was a big moment for Davies. He had the ball in his feet. He was going to take the shot, but Bailly was at the right place at the right time to make the block. What a big moment that was for Villa. And despite that chance, it's not enough for Villa. as Michael Oliver blows the whistle for full time, and Manchester United take all 3 points on the opening day of 2021. What a big win that is for United. But Aston Villa, Dean Smith and his men fought all the way to the end. They will remain 7 points now behind Manchester United, but United go joint top of the Premier League. Happy New Year's to them so far. But Aston Villa, they'll be proud with that. They gave it a good go, just like they did at Stamford Bridge. They got the draw there, and they nearly got a draw here. Keenan Davis with that last kick getting blocked by Eric Bailly. He was the hero at the end there. It's Man United who come out victorious thanks to Anthony Martial and the typical penalty-esque of Bruno Fernandes to get them the win. And they denied Traore's equaliser in the first half in an empty Old Trafford stadium, which is such a shame. We could have seen an absolute fantastic game in front of a 70-odd thousand atmosphere, but hopefully when these two next play at Old Trafford there will be some fans back with whatever's going on with COVID by then. Anyway, it has ended here. Manchester United 2, Aston Villa 1 in the Premier League. You've been listening to BHBN Sport with Jamie Davies. Thank you very much for listening and stay safe.